Oh, come on, how was I supposed to know there'd literally be an episode the next day?
You coulda at least gave Starism an excuse for me not to watch it. I might just...
Okay, fair point, but at least Starism's gone now.
Chicken Jockey!
What? Chicken Jockey what? What does that mean?
It's the new hit trend! A baby zombie on a chicken! Haven't you seen it everywhere on Roblox?
But why? What's the appeal?
I don't know, let's see for ourselves!
How about you go with Biddy instead? Oh. Right. Come on, the second that I get out of line games, I have to do another one. Let's run this one more time. Line games are a genre of games where you slowly gain cash depending on your position. In this specific game, you can take a small Kahoot-style quiz in order to gain more cash, but that's kinda irrelevant here. The point is, this kind of game is extremely boring and only serves to take your Robux in order to fight the Chicken Jockey. There's a Robux spinner with cash rewards that range from 500,000 to 2 billion cash, and cash is basically worthless when you win because it resets. I tried pulling the fire alarm outdoors, however the hell that works. And all that did was knock me back a few places while the top players got to regain their spots due to the amount of cash they got. I took a sneak peek at the end of the line using the troll menu, and it seems you gotta PvP this Chicken Jockey in order to actually get a win. I made a whole other video on how stupid line games are, but in terms of this video, this is just boring. Super boring. You know, I'm actually kinda glad Biddy isn't here. He'd probably have a hissy fit about how we're playing Barry's Prison Run for the 100th time.
Oh boy! Barry's Prison Run! One of my favorite games! I can't wait to complete it for the 516th time!
You've been counting? Anyways, in terms of gameplay, it's just another Obby. 1,500 Robux for a game pass? On a clone of a game? Wow, they really must have no shame, huh? These morphs are also incredibly off-putting and weird considering how there are Poppy Playtime morphs. Was this just taken from a Poppy Playtime clone of Barry's Prison Run? In any case, there's nothing really too much to talk about here. You already know what Barry's Prison Run is. So do I really need to explain that this is just the same game with Minecraft themes and the Chicken Jockey? Yeah, I didn't think so. Wait a minute, I just did. You know, I remember all of those Area 51 games back in the day, and seeing it be reduced to this, like, come on. This is just sad. Thankfully, because premium payouts, I get access to a bunch of these gears, including gears that would normally be game passes. As you could probably come to expect, this is just the Area 51 game except altered for 5-year-olds. And Starism.
Thank goodness, too! I could barely even play the old one! This version is just a whole lot nicer, you know? Gives me stuff I can enjoy.
Boy, you said it. Oh yeah, by the way, in case you're wondering, this game also pulls a please don't leave with a free reward. As if this couldn't get any better. Now, for a game just called Chicken Jockey, I kinda expected this to be subpar. But surprisingly, this game is the most well crafted out of all of them. It actually has a unique premise. Everyone actually becomes a chicken jockey and become archers and duel it out in either team-based or free-for-all modes. Killing players also grants massive health buffs and experience. In fact, I actually found this game kinda fun. No revives, no extra currency, the only Robux payment at all is just double experience. It is a little bit bare bones, but I can excuse that because it's an alpha. Overall, this game has a lot of potential. Despite it running off a trend, I hope this becomes successful. Good job! This game did not pleasantly surprise me. Look, I almost feel bad for talking about this game, but it's just so stupid that I have to. It's just so dumb. You're in a theater and a bunch of chicken jockeys spawn, so you gotta kill them with swords. Except because there are seats everywhere, you constantly have to sit in them. With the zombies also flinging you 5,000 feet. Did I mention that there are random unanchored parts on the floor? I know I shouldn't be talking when this game only has around 18,000 visits. But at the same time, at least know what you're doing instead of probably copying a free model script. Oh great, another one of these walk up to players and kill them by gaining size by absorbing objects around the map games. Wonderful. Look, I'm tired, alright? All of these games so far are just other games rehashed besides like one of them. This is not one of those exceptions. Because this is just a clear reskin of another game. Look, we even have the name of it. It's called Get Fat Bruh. I'm not gonna waste my time playing this. Can't we do something like more original or something? This is not what I meant. Well, it's technically an original game, except it's the most mind-numbingly stupid one I've ever seen. Oh yeah, and AI-generated assets to top everything off. The point of the game is that you go ahead and pick up blocks from one end of the map and bring them to the bridge in order to build it. Eventually, once the server counter fills up, you get to all collectively fight the chicken jockey. You can literally take this premise and put it in any other context so easily it's not even funny. There's even free auto build just to get you to AFK. I am sure as heck not gonna wait around to find out what happens when you get there.
Aw, but I wanna fight the chicken jockey!
Well, technically we already did in that one other game, didn't we? Except it was players, but still. I'm not gonna pay 1,000 Robux to see what happens at the end of this one, though. It's probably just talking to an NPC. Now, although this one doesn't have Chicken Jockey in the title, it's still all over the branding, so I wanted to talk about it, because this is another extremely predatory monetized game. Which is also just a flat-out scam, by the way. These glass bridge-esque games formatted like this always seem to be super shady. Just being in them long enough is harmful because of the algorithm. I can guarantee you all the Robux stuff doesn't work, but I'm not gonna test it to find out. So many little things designed specifically to attract children, including an extremely loud and obnoxious "please don't leave" siren. Alright, one more game. Let's see what it is. This is just Barry's prison run again.
But look! There's a wheel on the left! And you can't lose!
But if it's a wheel where you only gain spins, then wouldn't that make the actual gears impossible? Wait, I actually got a rocket launcher? Okay, well in any case, all of the other gears have to be like super low chance. Also, for some reason, all of the obstacles have been edited to be even easier than they actually are, specifically to make it easy for kids. Despite this game already being super easy as is. I've seen enough here, all these games are just reskins. I don't need to go on any longer, I'm just gonna go home. Huh, where'd Biddy go? I'm over here. I managed to get enough battery to get to the charger, but I'm still pretty drained at the moment. I assume you went out with them? Yeah, we had, fun playing Barry's prison run twice, along with some other stuff.
Sounds amazing. You go ahead and finish things up. I'll go ahead and start charging more.
Alright, sounds good.
I'm off to find more stimulation. See y'all soon!
In short, this just feels like another one of those trend-writing genres. In fact, it's not really a genre, it's just taking an already existing game and slapping Chicken Jockey over it. If this is a curse, then there's like a 90% chance it'll pass within the next month when the next big thing happens. So while I don't think we should worry about this, it just kinda says something about Roblox as a whole. With a bunch of popular games just slapping on these trends for the sake of more monetization. It's just kinda hard to get a consistent brand when all you do is just piggyback off other trends. Anyways, thank y'all for watching, and